Hey, this is Henry, and I'm going to be discussing August Wilson's play Fences and Denzel Washington's adaptation of it for the screen. Particularly, I'm going to talk about its success as an adaptation, but also the need for its creation. Fences follows a black man named Troy Maxim, a failed baseball player in Pittsburgh in the 50s. He's a crude, harsh, yet relatable, sympathetic man who lives with his wife Rose and his son Corey. You feel for him immediately despite his morally debatable decisions. You can tell and quickly come to learn that he has had a difficult life. And those things in his life still haunt him. Throughout the story, he makes decisions that are questionable, to say the least. But you cling to the hope that he believes that these decisions make sense in his own mind, at least. However, as we near the end, it becomes clear that he is not a man that holds true to his morals like he makes us believe, but makes selfish decisions that jeopardize his family. It's, for the most part, a character study, portraying an immensely complex man trying to take care of his family, or just himself. It's a question of whether he's a product of his environment, racism, childhood trauma, and a life full of struggle, or if that's just his excuse for the way he treats his family. Denzel Washington adapted this play for the screen with an incredible portrayal of Troy Maxim. But what I'm going to discuss in this video is more than the success of the adaptation, but the necessity of it. The adaptation of a work for the screen brings a lot of questions with it. Did it serve as a retelling of the story or a new take on it? Did it portray a similar message or did it veer off? And what is the need to make it? What does it tell that the original cannot? The adaptation of a play over prose brings even more consideration with it. A play and prose have different intention and focus, and the adaptation of each must take that into account. While I do believe this is a very successful interpretation of August Wilson's story, I do believe that the necessity of it is a little bit less clear. What it accomplishes over the play is hard to find, and that's what I'm going to be discussing in this video. Not how well it was adapted, but what the need for it is. After reading the play, I was interested to see how it would be adapted. How true would it stay to the story, and what changes might it have? And then when I watched the film, I found it was almost exactly the same as how I imagined watching the play to be. It was primarily dialogue in a limited, well-designed sets with minimal choreography and music. Really not a whole lot of cinematic, creative changes. It quickly became clear that this was not reinterpreting the play, but simply placing a camera within it. Let's take a look at this clip as an example.
Can I ask you a question?
The hell you got to ask me? Mr. Stewicki, the one you got the questions for.
How come you ain't never liked me?
Like you? Who the hell said I got to like you? What law is there say I got to like you? Want to stand up in front of my face and ask a damn fool-ass question like that? Talking about liking somebody. Come here, boy, when I talk to you. Straighten up, goddammit. I asked you a question. What law is there say I got to like you?
None.
All right, then. Don't you eat every day? Answer me when I talk to you. Don't you eat every day?
Yeah.
Nigga, as long as you in my house, you put a sir on the end of it when you talk to me.
Yes, sir.
You eat every day.
Yes, sir.
Got a roof over your head.
Yes, sir.
Got clothes on your back.
Yes, sir.
Why you think that is?
Because of you?
Hell, I know it's because of me. But why do you think that is?
Because you like me?
Like you. I go out of here every morning. I bust my butt putting up with them crackers every day because I like you. You're about the biggest fool I ever saw. It's my job. It's my responsibility. A man is supposed to take care of his family. You live in my house, fill your belly with my food, put your behind on my bed because you're my son. Not because I like you, because it's my duty to take care of you. I owe a responsibility to you. Now, let's get this straight right here and now before I go along any further. I ain't got to like you. Mr. Rand don't give me my money come payday because he like me. He give it to me because he owe me. Now, I don't give you everything I got to give you. I give you your life. Me and your mama worked that out between us, and liking your black ass wasn't part of the bargain. Now, don't you go through life worrying about whether somebody like you or not. You best be making sure they're doing right by you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Then get the hell out of my face and get on down to that A&P.
This clip obviously has a great performance, but that's really its focal point. There's not a whole lot of good examples of other cinematic techniques. This is what the film is comprised of. Long dialogue with amazing performances, with simple cinematography, editing, and music. This is not a problem I had with the film, it's actually what I really love about it. The purpose of the play was to highlight Troy Maxon's relationship with the characters, and the best way to do that is simply shine the camera on Denzel Washington and let him perform. Anything too fancy, any crazy cinematography or crazy music or anything like that would have only distracted from the point. Different kinds of stories need different focal points, and the focal point on this was definitely dialogue and performance, and I think that was the perfect choice. Acclaimed critic Andre Bazin argues in his book, What is Cinema?, that when adapting a play to film, the camera is at last a spectator and nothing else, meaning that the camera should act as the audience and not a piece of the story. Fences exemplifies this idea by having the camera almost fixed as the actors shine. But if the goal of an adaptation of a play is simply to have a camera instead of an audience, then it begs the question of why. What does a film do that a play can't? Works of adaptation can vary greatly in their faithfulness to the source material. Those changes can worsen, strengthen, or simply change the effectiveness of the story. But as I've argued, Fences adds very little to the play. In fact, it feels almost like a retelling of the play. So then why? What is the point of an adaptation like this? Film puts a story in a new realm of culture. It broadens its horizons and shows it to people who may never see the story. And just because it may not differentiate itself from the play doesn't discredit its merit at all. It simply serves as another telling of the story, just like another production of the play might. The resemblance to the play doesn't take away from its quality or even its necessity. It simply means we should just view it as more of a synthesis between film and theater, and in that sense, just another rendition of the play, but with a camera instead of an audience. The faithfulness doesn't discredit the story. It promotes the legacy of the play and August Wilson's story, and even theater as a whole, because would you have seen Fences if it were not for Denzel Washington? Thank you so much for watching.